Maybe. How this kid scammed 238, actually, I'm not gonna lie. How this kid scammed 238, is that number right? $707,068?
Scamming is a phenomenon
What's
that
up,
has
Owen?
taken over society, and every day more and more young men are choosing
Yo, is this a Toronto nigga? Where you from, gang? He sound like an island. He sound like somebody from the islands that moved to the US when they were like 13.
to pursue fast money through illegal means over making an honest living. However, no matter
Jamaican
how many
word that-
artists you listen to who sing
No
about
matter.
doing crime, there is one kid who puts them all to shame. This nerd on your screen looks like the most innocent civilian, but in reality
Young Don
was
Arc?
able to steal so much money that he became richer than Future, Lil Baby, and Kendrick Lamar combined.
Is that Rich the Kid? Not Rich the Kid. Is that Rich Brian? What was that other Asian Twitch streamer, YouTuber name? The OG. What was his name? The other Asian guy. Rice Gum, yeah. Yo, why did it just hit me that Rice Gum name is a low-key racist play on a racist play on words? An Asian streamer named Rice Gum. That just hit me.
And the craziest part is he stole all of this money in just one phone call.
No way.
Oh my god! $242 million! Do you know how much money that is?
But what's even crazier is that if it wasn't for his own stupidity,
Can you explain that? Dumb it down. Rice Gum. You feel me? Rice, and then, you know what I mean? Gum is a way to pronounce certain, you feel me? Like, hold on. Where Rice Gum from again? Is he Vietnamese? Just listen. Korean, I bet. Just listen. Just listen.
잇몸. 고무.
Rice? You know they love rice. And then gumu in Korean mean encouragement and support. Support rice. Hey man, I'm never wrong, just early. I'm never wrong, just early. Support Rice. He's an Asian man named Rice
고무.
because he supports rice. And subconsciously, he's telling you to support him. You gotta understand, when Korean people see the name Rice Gum, it says support rice. So they support rice. Ten push-ups just for this? Hold on, chill, bro. Like, just vibe, bro. Just vibe, bro. Let me do a 20 that
Just
I
let
owe
it play,
y'all.
Lito.
I bet.
he might have actually gotten away with it. And that is what we're here to examine. It all started in the most unlikely of places, a Minecraft server where young Malone Lamb simply enjoyed playing competitive games with players. However, he had no idea the trajectory that his life was about to take. It was in one of these competitive matches that he would come
KJ, you
across
still have
another
Kimbo.
young man by
You
the
still
name
active in
of
the gym?
Jandiel Serrano.
I haven't gone to the gym since I moved to Cali. I need to find a new gym. There's an LA Fitness, but it's like 30, 40 minutes away.
otherwise known as Box. As the two went on to become friends, they realized their interests aligned and they had a shared love for something even more than Minecraft. Money. And they also agreed that the law
Don't everybody love money though?
wasn't enough to stop them. And so it was around this time that the two would begin devising schemes to scam other Minecraft players out of their accounts. They would steal their login information and then either resell the accounts to other people or worst of all, hold them for ransom. It was through doing this for extended periods.
Okay, so let me get this straight. Y'all were letting people, not y'all, obviously not y'all. Y'all was letting people hold your Minecraft account for ransom and then paying for it back? Who cares? That's what I'm saying, Owen. Who cares that much about a Minecraft account?
Periods of time that taught these kids the highly essential skills they would need to survive.
There's not a single game in the world where I would say if someone took my account, I'd pay to get it back. Maybe if like my YouTube, my Twitter, Instagram, maybe. And even then, I would just be like, all right, word, cool. You hack mine, I just start a new one. I'd be mad, but I'm not paying nobody to get a social media or gaming account back.
In the underworld. Skills like manipulating people over the phone, fake login websites.
You was just bad at Minecraft. I never really played Minecraft, so.
Phishing and digital fraud. And as much as they were having an amazing time making hundreds of dollars, they had no idea that these same skills were about to make them some of the most successful scammers in human history. As time went along, the money they were making became less and less satisfying, and they decided that they needed more. A very convenient time for them to discover the wonderful world of cryptocurrency. A nice tool for honest, hardworking people to take their money and invest in with the hope of some decent returns. But for a man like Malone, it was nothing more than an opportunity. You see, the way crypto works is that the value changes extremely fast. Therefore, if you invest your money at the right time, you can turn $1,000 into $2,000 literally overnight. So imagine people doing this on a large scale. This is how you hear stories of normal people becoming crypto millionaires in the span of just a few weeks. However, to do this, it requires time, effort, knowledge, and most importantly, risk. Because to get to this level of skill to make that much money, believe me, you are going to lose a lot and make mistakes. But there is one way to get rich and reap all the benefits of crypto without doing any of that. And it just so happened to be right up Malone's alley, to steal it from somebody else. And once this idea came into the picture, that is exactly what he set out to do. Of course, such a massive operation was about to require some high levels of finesse and insane levels of skill. Because remember, we're not talking about professional hackers or people who are particularly dangerous in any way. No, these are Minecraft kids whose main specialty is simply deception.
Pump fun, low key. What is pump fun? Yo, I'm gonna be honest. Pump fun?
Telling lies. Because every
yeah, Trey, and that sounds erotic. That sounds like some freaky stuff.
Scammer knows that it doesn't matter how many firewalls or security protocols you have in place if somebody simply tricks you into handing over the keys. And so because of this approach, if even one thing went—
So you want me to basically launch a meme coin and scam y'all? Listen, man, I have too much morality, dog. I would be rich if I didn't care about people. I'd be richer if I didn't care about people. You know what I mean? Like, if I was really, like, a vile human being and I ran off on people all the time and I was like, yo, you know what I'm saying?
Went wrong and the victim suspected something fishy, the entire operation—
Scum coin coming. I gotta explain it to you.
Because of this—
Yo, wait, Kaya, last time I bought some, crypto that you told me to buy, it dropped exponentially. I lost my money.
To make the heist as believable as possible, Malone would recruit 2 more people onto the team, 18-year-old Danish Khan and Veer Chetal, and each person in the group—
We both lost. Exactly. I don't want to lose though, Kaya. That's the thing. I know you lost too, but stop giving me losing plays. You like Rich Major at this point. You giving me parlays that ain't gonna do nothing for me. You might love the game, but I don't love it enough.
group was assigned a role in the operation. To select their targets, they wouldn't use traditional methods like going after famous people or anything that could get them caught. Instead, they simply looked at the public information that was available about cryptocurrency investments and looked at who was making some big moves. And that's when they found him. A man based in Washington, D.C. who had particularly large amounts of Bitcoin all stored in one wallet. Numbers that when converted to USD amounted to tens of millions of dollars, possibly even more. Keep in mind, all it takes to log into someone's wallet is one email and one password. However, usually what prevents things like these is something called two-factor authentication, where basically to log into someone's account, they get a notification on their phone saying, confirm if this is really you. This
Not
is
gonna lie, I feel like an ad's coming.
why each person's role in the plan was absolutely crucial in getting around this, because if this messed up, it would all be over. And once every person understood their part, it was time. But even though it was all planned, I don't think that even they could have predicted the extreme whirlwind that this insane plan was about to create. It was the night of August 18, 2024, when every member of the team manned their post on the Discord call and was ready for action. First, we had the scouts, Malone and Box, who made the very first call to the victim. Minding his own business, he picked up the phone wondering what was wrong.
How did they know how much money he had in his crypto account?
Which they said hello and responded telling him that they were Google technical support staff and that the victim's account was currently under attack by high-level
Bro fell for the scam.
hackers. Of course, the victim freaked out and asked immediately what he needed to do, to which they responded that he needed to reset his password as soon as possible. When he went to do this, of course, there was a verification code, to which they said, hey, we just sent you a verification code. Read it back to us to confirm that we gave you the right.
Wait, so are these young individuals the reason why Google and all them other people sent you text messages and emails saying we will never ask you for your code? Hey, you know you a legend when you change the rules. They changed the rules to stop you, man. These young bulls like Jordan.
One. However, what the victim and apparently most of you don't know is that it literally says on every platform, we will never ask for your verification code, never tell anybody. And so once the victim told them the code because he believed they're the ones who sent him, the first step of the plan was complete. But it wasn't over just yet. Now that Malone and Box had done their parts, it was time for the other members of the team to shine. It was shortly after this that Virchatal, otherwise known as Wiz, gave the victim his second phone call, except this time pretending to be a member of staff of the company called Gemini. Gemini is the cryptocurrency app that the victim used to store all of his money. Wiz greeted him and told him that he was just a staff member who noticed some highly suspicious activity.
So they got his email, then got the crypto account. Oh my God, they really finessed, bro.
Going on his account and wanted
This
to
is why I don't answer unknown numbers.
make sure everything was okay. Of course, having just spoken to two Google support employees who told him someone had his information and was hacking into his email, the victim's blood pressure had gone right back up through the roof because he thought he fixed the problem by resetting his password. But now he's hearing from somebody else that his crypto accounts with millions of dollars may have been accessed. He immediately started to panic and frantically told the Gemini support man everything, to which he simply responded that there is one solution to the problem. If the account is really under attack, he can share his screen and he will guide him through the process of
You was on FaceTime with this guy?
transferring funds to a different, fully secure account. Of course, the victim was extremely thankful and was immediately ready to do.
Yeah, bro. Only idiots get rich. No cap. Yeah. It has to be. Maybe I'm too smart for money. Maybe I'm too smart for myself and that's why I'm not rich. Cause you gotta be a fool to fall for this. Like, no, don't cap. You like only idiots get rich. It has to be. Cause there's no way.
anything that Wiz asked of him, including downloading AnyDesk. Now, for those of you who don't know, AnyDesk is a software that allows somebody else to consensually take control of your computer from a remote location. Typically used to help out other people with technical issues or collaborate on projects, it can be a really useful tool. However, in the hands of the wrong people can become a deadly weapon. And the second that man downloaded the software onto his computer and accepted the request to share screens, it was game over. Of course, he didn't know that though.
Bro, you've never dealt with tech support? They usually talk you through the process.
And the victim continued to sit on the call as the tech support claimed to be helping him. But instead, what Wiz was doing was looking through his accounts to find his information. And eventually, he came across the Holy Grail. Every Bitcoin wallet has something called a private key, which basically functions as the mother of all passwords. And once he stumbled upon that, he knew that both he and his friends' lives were about to change forever. After the call with the victim, they went their separate ways, with an unsuspecting man not realizing that he had literally just given away his life savings. And in just a few clicks, the entire fortune of 44,000 Bitcoin was immediately transferred out of the account and given to the gang. And when converted to US dollars, that amounts to over 238 million. They even
These young cats ran off with 238 million on a guy. You are a not just multi-millionaire, 100-millionaire, and you got fooled by some kids who play Minecraft for 18 hours a day?
recorded their exact reaction the moment it happened.
Oh, wow. No way.
Yo, they finessed you so bad, they said, we gonna get the clip of clips. We gonna get the clip of all clips.
No f***ing way.
I see it. It's on the blockchain. It's on the blockchain.
No way.
Oh my god!
Bro said, get me off the phone. They did this in Discord?
And I'm not going to lie, as much as they did a very bad thing, I can't help but wonder just how excited they must have
The
been.
little Asian, the little Asian guy, little brother still flexing? Oh yeah, you can't get all that money back. They gonna arrest the older brother, but a lot of that money has been transferred in other ways. And you know how hard it is to get back Bitcoin and like crypto and whatnot? Yeah, bro. All he gotta do is put that money in account in some untraceable, not even untraceable, in somebody else's name, and you can't prove or take away what I got, because crypto's not a like the government doesn't control crypto. You feel me? Yeah, Kizzy, somebody took the fall. Don't get me wrong. Somebody gonna do the time. And I don't know how much time they got, but when they get out, they eating great. When they get out, they eating immaculate. I ain't gonna lie to you.
In this moment.
Chat, would you do the time for me? If I told you when you get out, I got 20 mil. I got 20 mil for you. Matter of fact, you don't even need 20 mil. We got 238 million. I give 40, 50. Wired. Bitcoin. Just take the charge, bruh. How long we gonna see?
Going
Bro,
from broke college students
40.
to having more
You got
money than
40 when
most
you get out.
celebrities will ever see in their lives. However, there was one man in the group who was a bit more excited than the others. And it would be these very feelings that would eventually lead to their massive, excruciating
It's always one person in the group, bruh.
downfall.
It's like 20
The
years.
money had just been
Man, they 20, bruh. You do that little 20 and you get out with 40 million. By the time you get out, you're gonna be 40. Hey, bruh. You probably 19, you get out at 39. You could have been out your whole life and you wasn't making 40 M's, bruh. I'm telling you right now.
been added to their
You out. Listen, them 19 years in prison, you wasn't making 40 M's in the 19 years you walking around, bruh.
accounts,
just
and they
saying.
were absolutely losing their minds. Imagine if you had just suddenly attained Drake's level of wealth. However, the time they took to celebrate was short-lived because the plan was not yet done. Exactly 17 minutes after the money was stolen, they began using a tactic known as peel chains, where essentially to launder the money and make it hard for authorities to trace, they would break the money down into smaller and smaller amounts and then exchange them for different cryptocurrencies over and over again. Eventually, after a while of doing this carefully, the trail became so blurred that congratulations, they finally had new clean money that was ready to be spent.
Yo, where my homies who know how to do this, bruh? Yo, the wrong people got money, dog. Where my homies who know how to do this, bruh? We're a rap. We're a rap.
And fair enough, like I said, if you became rich tomorrow, you'd probably want to spend it too. But there was
See, they're idiots though.
one man in the group who had a mission. Perhaps he thought he was living in GTA 5, or he just wanted to enjoy the things he never could. But the second or favorite
You asking
Minecraft
that on live? I mean, I'm not gonna do it, obviously.
player Malone got his hands on that money, his entire life did an absolute 180.
Idiot, bro.
Within literal
Idiot, bro. Fool.
days of his newfound fortune, the young Malone wasted absolutely no time hitting the clubs of LA and giving them a whole new understanding of the term stupid rich, spending unthinkable amounts of money on liquor, clothing, and random girls who didn't even know his name. It got so bad that some nights his bill would come up to over $500,000 in a single night.
The first night I saw them out, I was like, they look way too young. They have somewhere between 400 and 800,000, but then they went out and spent 270,000 the next night, and then they went out again and again, and then they went out on Tuesday night back to Mr. Jones and they spent more money.
Keep in mind, this is the price of a house being spent.
Stupid, bro. It's always idiots, man. They always let the dummies do this, bro. Like, yo, see, the thing with me is if I were to do this, I would be so paranoid for like the first 4 or 5 months, I wouldn't even touch the bread. I wouldn't even touch the bread. I'd keep going to my job like normal. I'd maybe take out enough to pay bills. Like, and when I mean pay bills, I mean like pay off small amounts of credit cards. So like where it looks like, oh, like I got a $3,000 credit card. I paid like $2,000 to it. You feel me? Like you spent, like you gotta understand the IRS, and they look at this, bro. They look at this. You spent, where did you get $700,000 from?
In a nightclub. He would pay for literally any and
Like
every.
I'm telling you, they have agents that scour Instagram, TikTok, and social media. Like, let me see who out here money laundering. Cause now you gotta understand, the government wants theirs, bro. They want their part. They gonna get theirs, bro. And if you getting money and the government not getting theirs, they're seeing it, bro. They're looking at you. They like, oh, this young boy up. And now they looking at how you earn that money, and they like, oh, he probably selling drugs or something. It's not legal, cause we don't got our taxes off it. That's what the government's saying right now, right? They saying, whoa, it can't be legal cause we didn't get our cut. The government, the United States of America government is a big gang. You out here trapping and living and balling on their block. So they like, oh, you got it like that, but you not giving us our cut? Say that. Watch this.
Everything from throwing random amounts of money into the crowd for people to get, to buying $1,000 bottles of the most expensive alcohols for every single person in the club to take home. Some even started calling him the modern day Robin Hood.
He even tipped me $2,000. When I tell you the amount of bottles he sent me that I took home, brand new, everything sealed, brand new.
However,
Oh yeah, I know people was living life with this, bruh. He was just throwing money in there. Hey, bruh. I'm not an individual who condone dick riding, but me, I'd have been in the club. Hey, big bro. Say, big bro. Man, you throwing money for real. Y'all been full pockets full for real. Y'all been having money. Y'all been having money, big bruh. What? He'd have threw $40,000 at me. Appreciate you, big bruh. Come on.
of course, the club
He bought all the girls in the club Birkins.
is a mere playground, and of course the playground eventually gets boring. So when he decided he had enough, Malone did what any normal rational thinking person would do in this situation. He hopped on a $60,000 private jet and flew somewhere else so he could spend even more money. As soon as he touched down in Miami, the first thing this man did, I kid you not, was find a $10 million mansion and claimed it for himself. This place was literally fit for a king, being 8,500 square feet and having a rental price of $62,000.
I've never seen somebody so smart, but so stupid at the same time.
$1,000. But at this point, money was literally just a glitch in the matrix to Malone.
Bro did the GTA glitch, up square, down triangle, left, right, L1, L2, L3, and spawned $500 million in his account.
Even further shown by the fact that he filled the driveway of that very mansion with 28 supercars, including but not limited to a Ferrari SF90, a Monza SP1, a Porsche GT3 RS, 2 G-Wagons, one wrapped black and the other wrapped grey, a Rolls-Royce Cullinan, 3 McLarens, a white Lamborghini Urus, another Lamborghini Urus with baby blue interior, a black Lamborghini Revuelto.
I don't understand. Do people just not know how the world works? Like, the government sees all of this. Yo, bro, 3 days ago, you spent 12 hours playing Minecraft and your DoorDash order got canceled for insufficient funds. Now you're buying supercars? Like, what?
Blue BMW M4, a Bugatti Chiron, an all-white Lamborghini Aventador SVJ with Malone's name written at the bottom of the door. Another Lamborghini Aventador SVJ in blue, and craziest of all,
you thought the IRS would leave you alone? That's what I'm saying, bro.
A pink Lamborghini Urus that he bought for his ex-girlfriend who left him in an attempt to get her back.
Let me know, let me know. Do you love the way you do and I'm loving your body? Do you love me the way you do and I'm loving your body? Do you love me the way you do and I'm loving your body? Do you love the way you love and I'm loving your body?
Brother gained the world but lost his woman. Oh my God, dog. Listen, I'm telling you, money don't unlame people, bruh. Bro gained the world and lost his woman and was like, yo, nah, man, like, I got you all this. And you know what's crazy? She posted this on her IG story and was like, huh. Like, yo, he really, you know what's crazy? She really, her head, you know how gassed up her head was off of this? You know how gassed up her head was off of this, chat? Like, I know she was in, I know she sat in that room when she got this text and was like, her pussy must be gold. She's sitting there thinking her pussy is the greatest thing to touch this planet. What?
To his surprise, she rejected him yet again.
Let me know, let me know. Do you love the way you do and I'm loving your body? Do you love me the way you do and I'm loving your body? Do you love me the way you do and I'm loving your body? Do you love the way you love and I'm loving your body? When I'm loving your body, when I'm loving your body. Do you feel it in your heart? Do you feel it? Do you feel it?
That's a good woman and he's a loser. Bro, you know, I'm not gonna lie, you know what type of hit to my pride this would be? I am quite literally one of the richest men walking this city. And I say, yo, I got you a Urus. Cause I appreciate you so much. She said, I am taken once again. You unsent a message. What'd you unsend though? I need to see that.
But that didn't demotivate him from finding new ways to spend his money. After buying all of the most expensive designer clothing,
is that Bronny?
Finding new ways to spend his money. After buying all of the
oh, I thought that was Bronny for a second.
Most expensive designer clothing possibly available, including a jacket that cost $50,000, he decided to also start investing in jewelry, including his Richard Mille watch worth over $450,000 and a diamond ring for every single one of his fingers. Of course, one Richard Mille.
Chat, when did this take place?
Draco_man06 joined $.
Yo, Draco, appreciate the Twitch Prime, my brother. Welcome to the family. Get scummy. Additional 12 defendants charged in RICO conspiracy. Oh my God, they got hit with a RICO charge? Oh, never mind. Yeah, bro. Bro was trying to be a rapper.
It wasn't enough, and so he spent a few more millions on some more and just kept it pushing.
It's a RICO? Yeah, they're not getting it.
What better way to spend your money with no direction than on
12 defendants in the RICO case. Hold on, bro. Malone Lamb sold 20. He was 20. King Greavy's money 7 kg Anne Hathaway. Wait, why they was calling him Anne Hathaway? Wait a second. They was calling young boy Anne Hathaway? I ain't gonna lie, that's low-key a tough nickname, dog. Why they was calling him Anne Hathaway? Hold on, bro. Why they called him Anne Hathaway? Wait, I need to know, bruh. Yo, why they was calling him Anne Hathaway? Miami, Florida, Los Angeles, California, Singapore, Marlon, Hamza, Connor, Kanal, Ethan, Cody, Light Dark, KO Cody, Ran 15, Evan Tangman 21. You know what's crazy? A lot of these people probably got caught because somebody snitched. John Tucker Desmond 19, destroyed evidence. He got the weakest charges of them all. Obstruction of justice. God, dog, dude got hit with a RICO charge. The matter is being prosecuted by Assistant United States. If found guilty, defendant's sentence will be determined by the court based on the adversary sentencing guidelines and other statutory factors. So this is May. They ain't even been charged yet. Oh my God. This is a Fed case too. Oh boy. In federal case, money laundering under carries a 20-year prison sentence. So they getting a conviction under the RICO Act can result in life sentence, especially if underlying racketeering activity itself has a
random women who would never look your direction, much less sleep with you. Malone soon went back to the clubs and would develop a habit of buying random girls Birkin bags. Keep in mind,
yeah, he's an idiot.
Birkin bag can range from anywhere between $12,000 all the way to $2 million. One of these ladies was this model right here.
Guys, I can't even make this up when I say that I just woke up to a Birkin in my bedroom because a man gave it to me in the club last night. This is your sign to go clubbing.
Funnily enough, another one of these lucky ladies was someone that some of you may recognize. A famous creator on a certain website known as Sky Bree.
Me and my two girlfriends walk over to the section and this kid, I'm gonna refer to him as like a kid. I mean, he was definitely over the age of 18. He looked pretty young. He comes towards me and he's like, I got this for you.
But apparently the industry she's in has already shown her this lifestyle, so she wasn't particularly impressed.
It's beautiful, but to be honest, it's not really my style.
But of course, if you're a rational thinking person, what?
I'm telling you, money don't unlame you, bruh. It just like, it shows who you really are, bruh. And this young individual was a loser who in his whole time growing up never got women, never got attention, and never got real love. So when he got money, he tried to buy it. You feel me? And that's why he got caught. Following his arrest in September 2024 and continuing while in pre-trial detention, Lim is alleged to have continued working with members of the enterprise to pass and receive directions, collect stolen cryptocurrency, and to have enterprise members buy luxury Hermes Birkin bags and hand deliver them to his girlfriend in Miami. He's still tricking? Oh, he don't care.
All of this, there are probably a few questions lingering in your mind. And aside from how he was able to provide documents needed to purchase cars and a house, apparently he bought them under company names, not his own, so that was actually pretty smart. The main question I'm wondering is if we're all seeing this and the people are talking about this and the girls in the clubs are...
It's funny because I bet you a Fed was in there was a Fed agent in one of them clubs that was just sitting there watching all this and was like,
posting about this. If everybody is seeing this, doesn't that also mean the feds are probably also seeing this? But it appears that this question did not seem to cross Malone's mind.
He thought he was safe, bro. He really thought he was untouchable, bro.
Because as he swiped his card more and more and lived the life of a GTA 6 character before the game is even out, he had no idea that he was already long gone in the crosshairs of a massive takedown that would destroy...
And then they made you the leader too. You know why they made you the leader? Because you was the one flaunting it the most.
Everything. Taking it back to the night it all started, of course the victim would eventually realize his money was stolen. After reasonable amounts of crashing out, he would immediately alert the authorities. After all, $230 million doesn't just disappear without a trace. However, in this case, it kinda can, because the thing with cryptocurrency is that it's very unregulated, and unlike the formal banking system used by normal people, there are very few actual laws that govern what goes goes on in the crypto world. Luckily though, there was one man on the scene who could help. A popular online blockchain investigator known as ScumTk, who was one
you don't get paid for this. Yo, goat. Yo, he the goat. Yo, he's snitching. Yo, you don't get no money for this. He better have got a reward, bruh. You like, yo, the Fed's not doing it. You working for the Feds?
once a survivor of a scam.
Oh, he got scammed before? Okay, word. So you Batman, basically? He the cryptocurrency Batman?
And dedicated his entire life to helping others. As soon as he got wind of the situation, he began tracking the money where he could. However, what really made the connection easy was that at the same time these professionals were trying to figure out where in God's name this money went, some random kid pops out of nowhere with 5 Lamborghinis and a brand new mansion. To make matters worse, Malone's teammates Box and Wiz apparently both messed up the process of money laundering and accidentally exposed their real names in the chat logs. Once the police got wind of this, it was wraps. And without his knowledge, Malone was quickly pinpointed as the ringleader. They carefully planned.
Yeah, bruh. Never. Yo, dog, I'm telling you, somebody's snitching, dog. All because y'all didn't do it right, bro. All because y'all didn't do it right, bruh. You gotta understand. You know what it was, too? They were so scared that they didn't follow through the correct way, bro. Like, yo, if you gonna do something, do it right, bruh. Like, do it like, yo, do we not watch Netflix? Did we not see Money Heist? Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. I forget what law that is or what rule that is. That's like some saying or something. But it's somebody's law. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. You feel me? So you gotta like be on your P's. Murphy's Law. There you go. Thank you. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong, bro. Like, bro, was not locked in.
Their moves, and on the 19th of September 2024, exactly 30 days after he became one of the richest.
Brother didn't even live this life for a month. Brother didn't even live this life for a month. Brother didn't even live this life for a month. Oh my God. You got a month of the greatest. You got 30 days of the greatest time of your life, and then now you good? You locked up for 20 years?
Men in the world. Malone Lamb would wake up to find his home surrounded by FBI agents. And once they knocked down that door, he might as well have woken up and seen wasted. As they apprehended him and carried him away, he was made to do the walk of shame in front of all of his new rich neighbors. Walking down the street covered head to toe.
Why did they record them scamming? Cause, bro, they idiots, dog. Like, yo, oh
in his designer clothing and a pair of handcuffs. Every single thing he ever bought that had even a smidge of value was placed up for auction online as a method of at least attempting to recover some of the money for the victim. And to be honest, based on the fact that the cars were damaged because this kid probably bought them before he even knew how to properly drive,
once Zach XBT gets involved, you might as well turn yourself in.
It's clear that most
he ain't catching me.
Of the value will not be recollected, especially since
I'm too paranoid, bruh. I'm too paranoid. I'm not gonna lie, part of the reason why I don't do crime in the first place is because I'm too paranoid. You feel me? Like I'm always like, you know what I mean?
Bars and clubs are not.
Don't matter, not gonna lie. See, you forget your Ubisoft password. Exactly. That's why I don't do this, because I'm not tech savvy enough. But listen, the real play here would have been seeing them do all this and be like, yo, y'all do y'all thing. It'll just break me off a little bit, bro. That's all I need. Like his little brother. His little brother Ian. I know his little brother Ian. His little brother like, yo, I ain't had nothing to do with this. Still Ian though.
Legally obligated to pay back money that they did not know was stolen. Therefore, as much as the victim is getting legal justice, based on how these processes typically go, he will be lucky to even get back half of what was stolen from him. But something tells me that
he gonna get back half of 200 million. I ain't gonna lie. That is something. It's better than having none of 200 million.
After those 30 days, which were probably the worst nights of his life, enduring extreme mental turmoil and the possible self-deletion thoughts that would come with losing 230 million.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I lose 230 million. I don't like to, you know what I mean, promote violence, but don't nobody talk to me. Don't text me. How you doing, TK? You don't hit my phone because I'm liable to crash. I got a chop in my room and I'm telling you I'm itching to use it, bro. Telling you I'm liable to crash, bro.
$1 million.
Listen, somebody could sneeze around me and I'm going off on them, bro.
He is probably extremely overjoyed that it came back at all, because I sure know that I would be. People who fly too close to the sun often get burned, and maybe he could have gotten away with it in a different life. But like Kanye said,
I guess we'll never know.
But unlike Malone Lam, unfortunately, YouTube does not pay Jamaican creators anywhere near what they pay Americans. And so,
damn.
If you appreciate the content we're making,
unfortunate. Appreciate the video though. You know what? You get a